Yo, what is going on? What is going on? Samir Harmim has gone to black. There we go.
Yes, lads.
What's going on? You all right?
Yeah, just trying to get an angle correct and what I'd rep the dirty old town.
He's got the jersey on, yeah.
I checked the shorts and that. Are we live now or are we not gone on yet?
Now we're live.
So YouTube, you can see me shorts, you dirty perverts.
Let us know if we're coming through quite clearly as well or not, because we're sharing one mic between the two of us. So
yeah, no, Stroll, just speaks for me, mate.
Hiya, Princess.
Come a little bit closer. Closer up, Jack. Nah, Sam.
Boys, 2-1 against Everton.
Madness.
Unbeaten pre-season, I'm calling it.
Yeah, because we've drawn loads of games, haven't we?
We've not lost. That is the important side of it, though, Sam. But no, what a day! What a day! It felt good to be back at the stadium, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It's a bit of a different experience today, though, because it was absolutely hammered. So yeah, it's good for like the people behind the doors and that getting pure money. But for me, you don't like crowded places. I was fuming.
I mean, it's probably a bad place to go, a football stadium for crowded places.
And I was telling Stroll before, I was like, I don't like crowded places, but I've got a football season ticket.
Bad idea, that. Bad idea.
Yeah, there's loads of Americans for some reason. Didn't know Everton had a massive American following, so shout out to my Yankees, man.
But no, I think 2-1 win by... If anyone doesn't know, Salford beat Everton 2-1 today, pre-season friendly. Great game on it. Woodburn scored as well, which is good to see. And who's got the second one? Who's Dan Chester's brilliant goal as well. Took it round the keeper, through ball from Woodburn again, tapped it in. Yeah, brilliant game. Sun was out beaming, but
wait, 2-0. 2-0.
2-0? Nah, it's got to be like that. I think the thing is though, boys, we were planning this live stream to come on and talk about the transfers that have come in, but getting back from the Everton game. Feels rude not to just start on that, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just brilliant.
What was your overall view of it, Sam?
I was telling you guys before, like, I don't know if we're going to put any videos out before about any of the match predictions and that, but I actually went into today's game this morning, well, in the afternoon, thinking I was going to get smoked 5-1. That's what I thought was going to happen. Stroll, Briggs, Myles, you were all saying, nah, it's either going to be 2-2 or, Salford might nick a win. But to be completely honest, I really thought, nah, we're going to get dusted here. And then just before, obviously, the match started, I saw that they had Calvert-Lewin on. Ashley Young was there, which was good to see. I like him. I just thought we're just going to get smacked. But overall, my take on it is that pessimism that I had at the start of the game, the start of the day, has been completely 180 now. And now I'm proper excited to get to the season to begin, because I didn't know how he was going to perform with all these new players. Load of our long time people have left. I was just, I don't know how it's going to work, but I think we played some of the best football I think I've ever seen Salford play.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's definitely better than the hoof it up to Matt Smith football, isn't it?
Didn't really do much of that. There was some bits where we did a little bit of hoofball, but if anything, Everton did more hoofball than we did today.
Well, that was a positive. We were chatting about that one, where it was a positive from Salford's standpoint that a Premier League team in the first half as well, let's not just get it twisted and go it was all kids. In the first half was a strong Everton team, and they resorted to just blasting the ball up.
Everton are disgrace,
Here he is. Here we go. Right bond time.
They're a Premier League team, and you're going away to, let's just call a spade a spade. You're going away to So Salford City, who are leagues below you as a Premier League team, and let's be honest, right? Dwight McNeil starts for Everton. Calvert-Lewin starts for Everton. Better will start for Everton. Jack Harrison starts. Garner starts. Decore starts. Right? That midfield striking position and wide players are their strongest players. How dare you start playing long ball against Salford? You should be stamping your authority on that game as a Premier League side and going, we're going to show that we're levels above you. They got outplayed. They got outworked. Salford played better football. Let's just keep it real. And Carl Robinson did an absolute number on short Dyce. Let's just make that abundantly clear.
Just to clarify.
You on Greta Thunberg then. How dare you with our future?
Joe is also a Liverpool fan, so if you couldn't tell the hatred for
no, but everything he said then was bang on though. They should. I think like Everton should be disappointed with every part of their performance.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Everton have got a few injuries, but I've seen a few of their fans on Twitter, saying, "Oh, what happened was we went 1-0 up, then we brought on all the kids and we lost 2-1." That's not what happened. Like,
you got outplayed.
You got out the first half. I thought Salford were the better team.
I think we were in the second half.
Yeah, the second half we were the better team. There was probably a 20-minute block where Everton were the better team, where they kept the pressure on us to start the second half. But I mean, just going through so the Everton starting lineup was strong. So we had obviously Virginia in net, which I'm guessing is sort of their second choice goalkeeper. Seamus Coleman, Holgate, Michael Keane, Ashley Young, James Garner, Decore, Harrison, McNeil, Calvert-Lewin, and Beto. That's a strong Everton team.
Barring the keeper, if you put Pickford in there, that is one of their strongest 11s.
100%. And obviously the defender, I can never say his name,
Tarkowski.
Yeah. Fair enough. But, Holgate and Keane are both established Everton defenders.
And the Premier League level players, they're both established in the Premier League. They played in the Premier League. So we've got injuries, is such a ridiculous excuse. You got beat by Salford. Just take the L.
What do you think about, I think, because obviously they still had established players in the second half, but they did make a lot of changes. I actually think the kids that came on put in a better performance. They weren't, I don't think they was as good as us, but I feel like some of them kids, like that right back that they had today, I don't know his name. He's wearing a number 75, little curly blonde hair. Yeah. He was rapid, very good player. And Dacker's twin centre back was decent as well.
But no, it was a great game. It was great to be back at the Peninsula Stadium. I just want to say before we sort of move away from the Everton game is, by the way, if you've got any questions from in the YouTube chat, I am looking at it while you type in, so we will get to them in a moment. But I just want to say Curtis Tilt was captain today. I thought for me was man of the match. Anything, I think that captain's armband needs to be his now for good. Like it sort of calmed him a little bit. He didn't look pressure at any point. Even when Calvert-Lewin was running at him, he was calm, collected, did everything he needed to do. I don't think Curtis Tilt put a foot wrong all game.
No, speak about Tilty, or are we doing it like? Am I just like breaking like the whole flow of the show?
No, go on. What?
I'm like DJ because it's hustle and flow. I don't know what that means. Chatting Macco. That's a Terrence Howard reference. Good film. You should watch it. Ludacris was in it. Gets beaten up in a toilet.
We know the film. Get to the point.
Yeah. It's hard out here for a PM. Yeah, sorry. Won't that trick? Sorry, fuck's sake. Right, yeah. So I want to talk about Tilter. I feel like today, I said this to you lads at the ground. That's a different Tilt that I saw today. I've always been a massive fan of Tilt, and everyone knows that because I've talked about it loads on the shows. But I feel like, obviously, Theo's swerved us. I've left you, you pal. Theo's just got off on Twitter and dumped us literally by text message. He's literally just ended a 2-year relationship by Snapchatting us.
Yeah,
but I feel like we put a different type of defender next to Till. And because I remember when Tilt and Theo used to play, they'd always end up in the same sort of positions. And I felt like they're kind of running over each other. But Tilt today, he was... I didn't know Tilt was a fast runner. Like, On the second half, he chased the ball down from the halfway line, and I've never seen him run like that. In the first half, he tried to score an overhead kick. I saw a player today that I was like, that is a sincere upgrade from last season. And like you said, with that armband, he's leading the team. He's out there. He's shouting at the players. He's bringing them on. He's commanding. But not only is he commanding, he's performing as, in my opinion, the best on the pitch.
Yeah.
So it was refreshing to see. Obviously, figures behind it, but
yeah,
I just a lion.
The back four was solid today. You had Curtis Till and Stefan Negru in the middle. Negru looks a great player as well. Very, very composed player.
Very confident around these Premiership players.
He's got a bit about him. I like him because Wisdom had a throw in and he wasn't receiving it quick enough, and he was barking at him, going, "Give it me. We need to move the ball." I was like, I like that,
especially for the kid as well. Like that's what you want to see. Garbutt on the left, left side of defense, I thought was class again today. He put in a couple dangerous balls. But yeah, Wisdom. Andre Wisdom's on trial at the minute. I think every Salford fan knows it's Andre Wisdom, even though there's been no talk of it. I'm sort of on the fence with Wisdom. I don't know. I mean, there's obviously something going on there because he's managed to stay all pre-season on trial. So maybe there is an announcement coming that he is going to be staying at the club, or if he is just doing a pre-season to get fitness in and move on. But he was all right today, Wisdom. Very composed. There was one or two errors, but I don't think there was much in his game that was.
Nah, the back four looked solid, and just going back to Till, he was a man possessed today. Like,
yeah.
I came to watch 7 or 8 games last season, maximum. Each game, I like the look of him. Today, like let's be honest, right? Calvert-Lewin is banging on the door to be an England international, right? He's had terrible injuries. Everyone knows as a player that he's a physical nightmare. Till handled him better than most Premier League defenders have seen. Like, he did so well. He was up for physical battle. He was winning the second balls. He was nipping in front of him. He was making tactical fouls at the right times. It was such a good defensive performance from him. And that's the kind of captain's performance you want, because you've seen him barking at the players, but you've also seen him calming everyone down. And when he was walking off, putting his arm around players, and what a guy.
I'll tell you who did play well when they come on. I thought Kevin Burko. Just touching on Burko, when the announcement came out that he'd signed the new contract, we were all on a live stream sort of going, I don't know what the plan is with him because he's not really featured. Has he signed a contract so we sell him on, or what like where has he been? I thought today he looked class. He looked really good. That second goal with Dan Chester's essentially started from Burko trying to whip the ball in and it took a deflection. But I thought it was class. I think I'd like to see what Burko brings to the table. I still think Garbutt is the number one left back, but Burko doesn't look like a bad option. Same with Tosin on the right, Tosin Olopale. He looked solid again today. He made a great tackle. I can't remember what point it was. It was like 3-on-1, and he managed to get back and make the block. But yeah, no, I've been impressed with Carl Robinson's use of young players and really, really senior players like Wisdom, bringing them into the team. There's a nice balance between the squad.
There's a nice balance, and Altrincham, when we're at the Altrincham game, you're seeing it, right? And then Burko's exactly the same. Garbutt's a different type of left back, right? Completely different. He's technically ridiculously good for this level. Let's just be honest, right?
Yeah. For me, it's Luke Shaw. He reminds me of Luke Shaw.
Burko. When Burko comes on, one thing you notice is the game plan switches with the fullbacks and the way that they maneuver. Burko goes high and wide, and then what happens is the one who's playing left field drifts in. Then the fullback's got a nightmare going. Which one do I pick up? And Burko's free all the time, and that's where a lot of I think that's where Woodburn's goal came from in the end.
Yeah, it was.
Like, yeah, I like the look of Burko a lot because he's got a bit about him, and I really like him.
Yeah, I just feel like today there are so many positives that we can talk about. Like, just as you were talking then, I was thinking, let's talk about Woodburn. But then just after I thought about that, we're talking about young players coming out. Tyrell on the right wing in the first half.
Yeah, all half.
Huh?
He had Ashley Young in his pocket all half. Ashley Young was struggling to deal with him.
Ashley Young, because I know he's not technically a legend at United, but I remember when he was at United, I bumped into him in Subway, and when he was on crutches, when he was injured for 74 years, I bumped into crutches, and he was super sound and was dead nice to me. So ever since then, I've gone, you know what? I'll have a lot of time for him. But Tyrell just terrored him. Kelly and I mean, there literally, I don't think there was one bad performance today. We had that trialist that I don't know his name. He was wearing the 28 shirt.
Yeah,
he was.
And we don't know his name.
I don't like, because I feel like you're the best to like do a structure in that, because I've just got so many positive things to say about each individual performance. I just feel like it was.
Well, look where we are now, right? With the last live stream we did was 2 weeks ago on the day Theo Vazel announced he was leaving. And we titled the podcast, What is Going On? We had 12 players officially signed on at the club. And we were all going, if this don't get fixed, we're going down. I was even trying to talk myself into relegation's not that bad of an idea. It's a rebuild. Now, I walked away from this game today and I'm like, we can challenge for this. We can challenge for promotion. And that's all this has done. It sparked excitement again to go, I can't. We all walked out the stadium, didn't we? And every single one of us went, I can't wait for the season to start now. A week ago, I was dreading the season starting. We had no goalkeepers. We had no centre midfield players, really. We had 3 defenders. And we was all like, it's just going to be an absolute mess.
And this is the thing as well, is so obviously when we were on the podcast, or when we did live the other week, and we were talking about it, we were like, I think you used the analogy of the tap's just running. It just feels like, when's the tap going to get turned off? It's all well and good just going and getting players in, right, just for the sake of getting players in. But when you look at the quality of the people that have actually come in, and obviously I know we'll come on to him soon, but Ben Woodburn is the perfect example.
Yeah.
To come and stamp your off, bearing in mind, Kelly and I was unbelievable in that first half. They could not get near him. So then you would bring him off, bring Woodburn on in his position, and he has an impact where sets the goal up. Like, that's the kind of squad depth that you're looking at now. And then with a manager of Carl Robinson's stature in the way he likes to play football, it's going to be an unbelievable season.
Woodburn is we'll go into the new signings because we've not even talked about him, but like how we've managed to pull off a player of that caliber is crazy. I spoke to someone quite close to the club and they were saying there was loads of rumours that he was going basically to a League One team. The contract was on the table and that's where he was going, and Salford managed to persuade him to come. I'm guessing it's probably because he's played under Carl Robinson before. You were saying he played under the Liverpool Academy as well, didn't
he? Carl Robinson coached him when he was 7 years old till I think he was about 11.
Didn't know it was that deep.
Yeah. Right, so he's watched him develop and grow from being such a young age to where he was when he broke into Wales, and obviously he had him at Oxford. So there's a big relationship there.
So the fact we pulled Ben Woodburn into this especially this squad, because like I say, a week ago we were saying, what's the selling point for Salford for players? That's the selling point. If I'm a player now looking at the team going, you know what, they're doing bits here. They've got Ben Woodburn in the squad. Matty Young as well, Sunderland. I thought he was class today in net. He's a good squad.
He played in the first or second half?
Second half. He's only young. I think he's 17.
He's ball distribution. Me and Stroke kept mentioning it. The way that he was able to get that ball out was just
the way
amazing.
He hit the ball is unreal. Like it's so
saves as well.
What you say?
He made some top saves as well. Like they could have scored 2 or 3 times in that second half, and he stopped it.
No, 100%. It's positive, isn't it? I think we're all. Oh, by the way, Jake, shouts to Jake. Number 28 is Ryan Carr from Ipswich.
Oh, right, okay. So is he technically under contract with Ipswich, but he's allowed to trial for clubs for a loan position?
He's probably just been released and he's open, but he's yeah, I've been impressed with him. I was really, really impressed with him at Altrincham. He only played a half at Altrincham. I was impressed, and today I thought he was very good again. Today
He did the full match.
Yeah, it's a difficult match, especially against a Premier League side like Everton.
No, but what I'm saying, sorry, is that he played the full 90 minutes today, didn't he?
No, not the full 90. He came off for Lundy came on for him, I think.
Oh yeah, of course. I thought Lundy was good. So I've just got only positive things. One thing I do want to touch on. I'll let you, because I steer off into tangents. I'll let you control the narrative. But I was going to mention something, but I feel like it might be a point to talk about later.
Go on, bring it up.
It's just about are aliens coming to Earth. You know what I mean? I'm seeing the signs.
For God's sake. Anyway,
Nah, it was what is the point I was mentioning is Watson ? But we can go back to that, or we can talk about it now. It's up to you.
yeah, Watson's not featured in pre-season really. He's played the first. He was there today though.
Was he on the bench or was he watching from the stands? I couldn't see.
He was in the stands watching. He was in the south stand. He might just have a knock. I don't think there's anything from the club to say he's going or anything. I've not seen any rumours of him going anywhere either. So it probably is just a knock. There was a few out today, like Junior Luamba wasn't in the squad. Robbie Cleary wasn't.
One is Cleary. They were training this morning. Well, not this morning. This afternoon when we got there.
Yeah, the 5 players that were warming up this morning were in the squad, which was Luamba, Nathan Holland, who's on trial, Robbie Cleary. Who else was it?
Ashley was there though, wasn't he? He was training with him.
Was it Simon Ashley? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably late.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it was, yeah.
Probably his late fitness test, just seeing if they still got it in the tank. Simon Ashley, by the way, brilliant, played really, really well today. Oh, Craig Rowe said Watson's injured.
Oh, right. Yeah, so that makes sense then.
Yeah, that run Ashley did.
It was a penalty, that.
I'm sorry. Once again, Everton, you're about to hold this out, right? He embarrassed like 4 or 5 of them. You Premier League players, mate. Act like Premier League players. That was the touch, the run, just everything. Oh, it was eloquent. It was so nice to watch.
It's good to see him back in the first team, 100%. Because I feel like Simon Ashley is going to come across like a new signing because we've barely seen him last year.
Really.
And you got to remember, we had Watt played in that position where Sam Ashley's main position is.
He looked a bit more than Watt, though, I thought. He was pushing forward a lot more than Watt used to do. But he was also back covering when he was needed to be there, which is a great sign.
I thought his reading of the game, his first touch, his control, everything was beautiful. I was buzzing because I've always been a massive fan because he has some sort of Moroccan lineage. So there's a little bit of a Moroccan connection there. I think he's got a little bit of Moroccan down the line in him. So I'm rooting for that Sam Ashley. Yeah, I'm just so positive about the game today. And like when I was speaking about earlier on in the show, I was really thinking this is going to be a nightmare. And I feel like this season was going to be a nightmare. But after today, it's just...
You know what was nice to see? We touched on this at the start of the podcast, but just Salford playing football. Ball on the ground, pass and move. Like I know last year was sort of a desperation, let's try and stay in the league. So we had to resort to blasting the ball up the pitch every 30 seconds to Matt Smith. But I feel like Carl Robinson's style of play is sort of adapted to what he wants to play like in Oxford. The way he's using Cole Stockton at the minute as essentially a link-up man to flick on the ball to the wingers it's working. Like Kelly and Mai at the minute is playing like a number 10 right through the middle role, which you wouldn't usually see. But it's pushing Cole.
Number 10 shirt today.
Sorry, mate.
Kelly and Mai was wearing the number 10 shirt today as well.
Was that? He was great today. But that's working.
Sorry, yeah. I was just going to say, I think he might be getting that number because I think it was Odin who had that number 10, wasn't it? And he's obviously left the club.
Yeah, I'd give it Kelly if he wanted it. He played top today. The whole team played top, man. It was, like you say, we're all sat here now talking about how positive it was. That's all we want to go. It just makes things so much better, doesn't it, when you're going into a season going, we're ready for this. And I feel like Carl Robinson, if you've not seen it as well, he's released a post-match interview where he says he still thinks we're 4 players short. So he said we're in the market for a striker, 2 midfielders.
So he said winger, striker, 2 midfielders.
So there's potentially 4 more signings coming in if he gets his way. I do think one of them midfielders or the winger will be that Nathan Holland who's been on trial with us.
I like him,
because he seems to be playing he didn't play today, but he's featured quite heavily. But it's interesting how he said that, and then we've still got 2 trialist defenders, and he's not said we're in the market for a defender. So yeah, good game all round. Buzzing though, boys. We're buzzing. We're back. Salford.
SAL.
But yeah, no, it was good all round. Good. By the way, I nearly did the PA Stadium announcing today. That would have been funny, wouldn't it?
I was devastated you didn't do it.
And I had a diabolical plan as well, didn't I?
Yeah, Samir was going to try and get in.
So my plan was, anytime I needed to announce an Everton player, I was going to purposely mispronounce the name, like I was Santino from WWE when he went, now listen to me, John Cena. But I was going to say, coming on now, Gerardo Brantovatwe. Well, obviously, Jared Branthwaite didn't even play, so.
Yeah, it's a good job I didn't do it. I'd have been like, and you've got Mason Holgate. Boo! I'd have booed after all of them. Like, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
If anyone from the club is watching, I wouldn't have done any of that. I would have been really professional, really fun. Number 1, Matty Jones. Don't know who Matty Jones is. I've got Matty Jones. I've got Matty Edwards. I've got Matty Young and John Jones with Jamie Jones.
Jamie Jones.
Long day. I'm knackered. I've been out since 7 o'clock. Let me live here. Jamie Jones. It feels like I'm getting to know a Salford team again, doesn't it? Because we've got that many new players now.
Well, I was saying,
a week ago, we were like, we've got no players.
Yeah, before the match, I was speaking to Jake and his dad, and I was like, just watching them train. I was like, this is obviously before the game. I was like, I'm quite concerned because I'm looking at the players that are training, and I don't feel that connection with them because there are so many new faces on there. There's so many familiar faces gone. I almost felt a little bit disconnected from the team. But after that performance today, changed it all, and it was all very, very positive today.
It's amazing what a performance can do.
Can I just talk about Carl Robinson a sec?
Yeah.
What a job. When it first got announced, I remember saying to you, this is the coup for any lower leagues management-wise because of his stature, how well he is perceived in the game, the style of play, what he does with youth players and how he develops players, not just youth players, but older players. You're starting to see it into fruition, right? It's a different Curtis Till that we've seen, let's just be honest. He looked ridiculous under Carl Robinson, especially this preseason. He's been a man possessed. Look at what he's doing with the likes of Kelly Amai, and he's moved his position slightly, and he's now starting to see him just his imprints all over the game. The fact that you're able to then go and attract people like Ben Woodburn, and you're able to go and get players of that stature in like a Tom Edwards and the goalkeeper, like the job he's done is unbelievable. And when you look at this pre-season as well, right? A lot, obviously we've been to games. I've heard a lot in terms of fatigue, in terms of the fact that it's short games in such a short, or games in such a short space of time, and not having time to rest. And one thing which I liked when I was listening to his interview, he was saying, look, we knew that we were going to play in them games fatigue, but it will help us throughout the season. And you've started to see a different Salford today in terms of our fitness. And when you look at him, he ran all over Everton. They didn't have a clue what to do with you. And it was so nice to see because you've got Premier League players stood there going, I've not got time. I just need to release the ball. Corey had a stinker. He really struggled in that midfield. He got outran, whether it was the first half, second half before he came off. And Carl Robinson, tactically, like we said in terms of Berko, whenever he makes that substitution, he switches his game plan slightly. He's an unbelievable manager.
Oh, captain, my captain.
But boys, brilliant game. Craig, I did not see Paul Cook. We was in the North Stand as well, but he might have been there, to be honest. It's probably just one of them things where we didn't have our eye out. But yeah, I didn't see him. But another thing as well, just before we move on to sort of the players that have come in, it was nice to see everybody at the stadium again. A lot of familiar faces, a lot of people coming up saying hi. We always love that. So if you do see us at a game, please don't be shy. Come over. You don't have to stare as well. There's been a few times where you get this. There you go.
Yeah, but that's usually because I've got no top on. Sorry, lads. I will be signing shirts. I'll sign a baby then. You can put a baby in front of me and a pen. It's getting a signature on his fod.
God's sake. But yeah, no, great game. Should we go through while we've got the live stream on? By the way, anyone that is a fan of the podcast, we are going to do a proper podcast episode in the next week or so. We was going to do it today, but everyone's just a bit tired, so we thought we'll jump
on the game this morning, didn't it, before the match?
Myles had a match before the game this morning, so we've been out since 7:30, so he's gone to bed. And yeah, we're here talking to you on a Saturday night because that's what we like to do. Right. Just to go through the names of the new signings Carl Robinson has brought in this window. Starting with Robbie Clearer, we've already spoke about from Canada. Dan Chester's had a great game today when he came on. Really, really nice. Took the ball down from Woodburn, took it round the goalkeeper, and it was such a calm finish for his first goal. Obviously, it's pre-season, but I'll tell you what, Dan, we're going to count that. It counts to your record, mate. You scored a goal for Salford. Cole Stockton has come in. He's not hit the score sheet yet, which is a little bit frustrating, but his link-up play is 10 out of 10. I think that's what he's going to do more. I won't be surprised if Cole Stockton finishes with more assists than goals this season. Because that little flick.
Honestly, his first. I kept saying this.
Saying to me, didn't you?
Is a joke.
There was one where the ball was. I don't know how high it was, and it was going at fast pace, and he just brought it down. Well, as he's brought it down, he's just knocked it past 2 players and gone through. Like his touch is unreal. But I honestly think he'll get a lot of assists this season with that little link-up flick that he keeps trying to do. If Kelly and Mai, Junior Luambo, or McElhenney managed to get on the end of that, Woodburn. It's gonna cause some really real issues. Stefan Negru is coming on loan, defender. He played great today. It was good to see him. Tom Edwards didn't feature today. Right back has come in. Very experienced right back as well. Come from Stoke on a free transfer. He looks a little bit heavy. I think he's just part of his pre-season campaign and obviously not featuring too much at Huddersfield last year when they got relegated. He's probably just completely out of match shape. But we were talking about this at Altrincham. By the middle of the season, I think he's going to be an integral part of the team.
Oh, he'll be a beast. You can just tell.
He's very comfy on the ball, and I think his progression game is way too good for League Two. Like he's when he's got the ball at Altrincham, he was just picking it up and running past players for a right back.
And he was pinging balls through the lines, and I was like, "Oh, you don't normally see that like that clean at this level." Yeah. Throughout the season, once he starts getting his match sharpness and his fitness there, he'll be unreal.
And then we've got Jamie Jones who's come in. He looked like he's getting the number 1 jersey. He did start today with the number 1 jersey on.
I call it a jersey.
I don't know. Why are you interrupting?
American now. Let's talk about his cleats next. Get a grip.
Yeah. All right. Get the number 1 top on, yeah. And then Matty Young, who's on.
God, your soccer player was so rad. Sod off, edible.
It's rubbed off on me today. All the Americans that were in the crowd.
Mate, those pure Americans, and I saw one of them kick it off. It's just like, I'm literally not from this country. I was like, all right, congratulations. Don't sit in your seat, you melon. I'm joking. At Salford, we welcome people of all walks of life.
Apart from Americans.
If you put money in and it convinces the club to start putting gravy and curry on chips, the more the merrier.
They ran out of ketchup today.
Oh.
It's the one let down today. The one let down was the 1 bottle of ketchup on the side in the North Stand. Like, put 2 on. It was sold out. You know what I mean? Free. Put 3 on. Put 4 on.
Was it like the last Max Power magazine at a kid's sleepover? Just dirty, crusted, and hanging. Nah, not kids. I mean, like teenagers. You only buy a Max Power magazine.
I don't think that makes it any better than teenagers, to be honest. Anyway, Young got home from Sunderland. Highly rated goal.
Together again. Come on, Edward. Want to play that?
Oh, I'm too tired. Right, Matty Young has come in from Sunderland on loan. Goalkeeper played really well today. John Taylor, right winger, come in. He did well today, John Taylor, when he come on.
Yeah, a lot of energy. I like him.
Managed to grip hold of the game, put some dangerous passes in, and then finally Ben Woodburn. Now,
my gunner.
What we're gonna say?
My gunner.
What we're gonna say? Is it too early? I'm gonna say this for you.
No, it's not.
Is it too early to say the League Two signing of the season?
Nope.
Is going to be Ben Wood.
My gunner. He is 100% signing of the season at League One or League Two. I'm going that bold.
Yeah.
Oh, you did forget someone.
About 4 times today. That's going to be the sign of the season.
Paul said, "Well done, Salford, from an Everton fan. Long suffering and good luck this season. Bet low leagues."
Respect it, lad. Thanks for if you come to the game. Thanks for coming. If you watch from home, thanks for watching.
Yeah, appreciate that, Paul. I'll be honest, we're all sort of Premier League fans as well, but we all do follow Salford, and I'd say I enjoy going to Salford more than I do Premier League games. No VAR, no nonsense, just proper football in it. Proper
The only
football.
thing I would say is the only bad thing about lower league is if you clearly see it's a handball and it's not given, that's frustrating because, like, this Premier League is going to fix it. But
Rather that than VAR now. Like VAR for me kills the enjoyment of the game.
yeah, because you can celebrate and then wait, then maybe celebrate again, or then just go, oh.
Yeah. JJ, what's going on, mate? That number 28 who played for us today is Ryan Carr from Ipswich. Also played against Altrincham on Tuesday. 24 is Martin Keller. Martin Keller. That's who it was.
Who did I say? Like Ben Foster.
Why do I recognise him so much? Right, can I just say, let's just toot my own horn a bit. When you got Carl initially, and when we did the live stream, the first live stream weeks and weeks ago, did I or did I not say when we were talking about what transfers, I said Carl is going to go into his Liverpool bag and he's going to start producing players that he knows from Liverpool Academy. Let's just go through it. Andre Wisdom, Ben Woodburn, now Martin Kelly. Do you understand how good of a player Martin Kelly was? That I can't believe
what was it?
Martin Kelly.
Who said he looked like Ben Foster?
Oh my.
Yo, let's get Mark Goldbridge at right back.
I think with Martin Kelly is obviously he's in what is he?
No
30, what's he got to be now? 34, 33 or something. Surely. We've got James Chester signed. I don't think we're going to take James Chester, Andre Wisdom, and Martin Keller in the same window.
It's 34.
By not all the free agents, it's easily done.
Yeah, but he's still got a wage bill to facilitate.
But they've already got rid of the great, so there you go. That saves some money.
Ben Woodburn would have cost a few quid. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think we need 3 34-year-old defenders. But he didn't look too bad, Martin Kelly, today when he come on.
He was good.
He looked all right.
He was good at Altrincham. He was good today, and he's still got a bit of pace about him. But one thing I will say is when you look League Two, especially in this league, you need experience. You need a good mix. And going back to what you said earlier in terms of the mix Carl's got in terms of the youth players and the more senior players, right? Just got Martin Kelly, Premier League experience, unbelievable. You've then got James Chester, Wales international. He was part of what they would call the Wales golden generation when Gareth Bale came through and he went to the Euros for the first time in God knows how long.
Yeah. Tom Edwards
played
the Premier League with Stoke.
Did he score in his debut or assist in his debut
against City? His debut, but he's also played over at Leipzig as well. So he's played at the top level in 2 countries. Played at New York Red Bulls for 2 years.
You've then got Andre Wisdom, who for us, he came through as a right back. He was what we thought was going to be the next big thing at Liverpool.
Yeah.
That kind of experience alone at the back, it just solidifies so much because then you've got Stefan Negru, who can learn from a Tilt, who can learn from a Martin Kelly, who can definitely learn from a James Chester, who's got 200-300 Premier League appearances under his belt. It's genius from Carl. I can't believe
he's bringing
Martin
in.
Kelly.
I think it's a week or 2 ago we were sat here losing everybody, going, "What is going on? What's the plan? What's the plan? What's the plan?" I can sort of see the plan now because the players we've let go, Callum Hendra, fair enough. Everybody loved Callum. He wanted to leave. He's gone. Elliot Watt wants to play at a higher level. He's done that. He's going to play it at a higher level. Matt Smith at the end of his career, fine. But then you've got Theo Vassell. Fans like Theo Vassell, but I don't think anyone was too bothered that he left.
Really liked him.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone sat down and went, "Oh my God, he's gone." You know what I mean? Like,
I may have.
The only disappointing departures from me was Callum Hendra, Alex Cairns, and Elliot Watt. But Elliot Watt and Alex Cairns have gone up divisions. I mean, Alex Cairns, even though he's third choice, he's gone to play in the Championship.
And he's gone to Leeds.
He's gone to Leeds, his Boyle club. Elliot Watt, we always knew was coming to an end anyway.
Yeah.
Callum Hendra, I think everyone's sort of we were saying it in Belfast, weren't we? Like, he'll be gone this summer. You could just feel it was going to happen. Everyone else, I mean, great servants to the club, but their time was done. Then the players we retained, Kelly Amai, Junior Luambo, Liam Humbles, all young lads, all good, young, energetic young lads. Then he's the people who like Lunde, Ryan Watson, experienced, been around Salford, familiar faces, Tilty as well. But then around that, the players he's brought in is experience, but the other scale as well of lads who need minutes that are going to play. Woodburn, for example, for me, he's come to League Two to rebuild his career. He's 24, I think, 24. He's rebuilt his career. I would not be surprised if Ben Woodburn is sold next summer. He's come here to rebuild his career, do a year with Salford. If we get promoted, I think he'll stick around. But I think the conversation is, look, come here, play an entire season, get almost 90 minutes every game if you can do it, and then go in the summer. Salford cash in, you get to go and play back in the Championship minimum. He's that level, but he's come from Preston. He's that level of a player. But then the people like James Chester, super experienced international. We was Martin Kelly if he signs. Like even Cole Stockton. Cole Stockton's a proven 20+ goal a season EFL player. There's only last year that he didn't, and he had a bad injury, and his career just didn't sort of pick up. But if you look at his stats before then, he was scoring 20+ goals a season.
Do you know one thing that they bring as well, and it's all good talking about experience, right? But it's in training every day, in the dressing room, how you look after yourself, the level of professionalism, what it takes to be a pro at the highest level. That will do wonders for the likes of a Kelly Amai, for the likes of the younger players coming through, like a Stefan Negru. What that does for them, it raises their level tenfold.
Yeah.
Because they're going, no, you don't do that. You don't go and eat that. You don't drink that when you go home. You don't train like that. You're on it from minute one. And what that does is you've then got marshals and you've then got 5-10 captains on the pitch, and they marshal the dressing room to the point where all Carl has to do is focus on just his management and his tactics. And just looking at the game today, and you just look at the way that they conducted themselves, the way that they handled themselves, just it was brilliant. But I can't believe that's Martin Kelly, you know.
I think the thing is as well, like we were saying, obviously the last live stream we did when Theo left, we were sort of saying what's going on. But one of the things I did say on that stream is hopefully that is the bottleneck of the bad news. Everything after this now is positive, because if we're going to go new player, win against Everton, everyone now, us three now walked out of that stadium, and everyone around us walked out of the stadium going, can't wait for the first game of the season now. A week ago, it shows how powerful smart manoeuvring is in the transfer market. We've got rid of how many times as you know, obviously we're United fans, you're Liverpool fans. You sit there and go, just get rid of the dead wood, and you never do. This is like a photo. And 2 weeks ago, I think it was, we did the live stream called the Robinson Rebuild, and that's what I think we're seeing now. We're seeing, right, we've got rid of every player who does not want to be here, or we can cash in on. They are gone. That's it now. No more departures, obviously, unless something mad comes in. But from this point, it's signing. We're unbeaten in pre-season. Fair enough, we've drawn a few games. But from where we finished up last year, most people were saying, I don't even know if I'm going to renew my season ticket after what that performance was last year. And now I honestly think if fans are watching this now or watch that Everton game today and are still thinking Salford are going to struggle in this division this year, bear in mind, it's pre-season, things change. But if we play like we played today, I think we'll do very, very well this season coming up. I just think we've got a lot about us. We look like a new team, because we are. We look like a new team, which is exciting as a fan. Have you got a cat on your shoulder like Dr. Evil?
He feels comfortable up there. Look at him. He's happy up there.
I hate cats. Hanging.
This is like, anytime a woman comes into my house, I'll sit there like this, but I'll be in my bedroom where there's an axe. I just sat there and go, yeah, all right.
Come Salford.
Yeah, do you like what you?
One thing I like specifically is when you watch the Carl Robinson interview at the end of the game today, the statement of intent was still 4 players short. Yeah. And he knows what he wants, because Carl Robinson's got a very specific system, and he's looking for players which will suit that system well, because he wants strength in depth, because he knows, let's be honest, the lower down the divisions you go, the more grueling it is because you've got the EFL trophy. You've got so many different competitions, and you right at the start, and you see how far you get with them, right? So he's looking for strength and depth. The fact that he's already gone, I want a striker, I want a winger, and I want 2 midfielders. He's laying down the gauntlet now to go, right, okay, I fully believe in this squad, and I fully believe we can really make a push at this. I need these players.
Yeah.
The fact he said that in an interview, eye-opening. And me and you said it in just once.
So,
Yeah, I think he's not mentioned defenders there. I think one of the midfielders I think would be that Ryan Carr.
Mhm.
I was very impressed with him the last 2 times I've seen
Yeah,
it.
I like him.
I've just checked him as well. He's only 19 years old. The winger I can see being Holland.
Yeah, same.
I
Striker.
don't know whether we've got no strikers on trial, which could mean we are out looking for one, which would be very, very nice. And the other was another midfielder, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't know who that could be. Maybe they are the 2 players that we actually spend money on. Because everyone else has been a free agent. I don't know if did we pay for Woodburn? Or was it a free?
I feel like Woodburn's a free.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've seen a fee anywhere for it.
you get to see a feel a lot though in these lower league transfers.
Yeah, but you still spend, don't you? Like, don't forget, we've cashed in on Alex Cairns, we've cashed in on Callum Hendry, like we've made money on players. There was talks of 200k for Alex Cairns, so free. Cheers, Craig, mate. Yeah, free transfer for what a signing that is, by the way, for free as well.
So getting Ericsson in it, you got me United for free, and he was mint for that season.
You know the clubs that were nailed, or the club that was nailed on to get him. That's crazy.
I heard a rumor, and we'll put it out there.
I nearly said it before.
I heard a rumor that Stockport had a contract on the table for him.
Stockport.
And he chose Salford, so he could have easily gone and played in League One, and he's in League Two, playing for Super Salford.
My gunner.
But no, what a day! What a day! I feel like everything's sort of clicking into place now. I'm genuinely excited for the season, and I didn't know if I'd be saying that.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It like that. It's just such a big turnaround in my view and like mood in regards to the season.
I'm going to ask you one question.
Yo.
Right, Samir, we're starting with you.
Yeah.
Where are Salford finishing this year?
Right, so I remember the end of season wrap up, you asked me this, and I said 15th.
Yeah.
Playoff position. Done it.
Where are the playoffs? 4th to 7th, innit? Is it?
I think we'll be fighting for 6th or 5th.
Top 3 go up automatically.
Did it?
And it's 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be in and out of 5th and 6th. 5th and 6th.
6th, yeah?
No, I said in between 5th and 6th, so either one of them two.
Stroke, what are you saying?
4th?
Yeah.
Fire away.
You know what? You took that one. I'm saying Salford finished 4th, and we got a Wembley. To be fair, I actually think we're going to finish 3rd and get automatic promotion last spot.
I honestly won't be surprised.
But 4th, I will take it. I am so deluded, but I love it. We're going to go up. We're going up this year, yeah. Someone click this, yeah, because when it go up, when we're all at Wembley, we're dancing up and down with a trophy there. Pitch invading. Yeah, I don't condone pitch invading because I don't want to get banned, but we're pitch invading at Wembley. Salford are going up this year. Yeah, we're going to go in League One.
If we get Salford to Wembley, I'm going to put a personal invitation to Ricky D to join the podcast.
Rejected. So last question.
Yo, we need some sort of like old Salford legends like come for us to Wembley. We need to like do something.
I've got
Like,
a question.
from 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps.
So I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
10th of August, at home, Salford open up the League 2 campaign with Port Vale.
Yeah.
Based on what you've seen so far, so not what might happen, name your starting lineup that is going to start for Salford on that day.
Ooh. I think we're going to have that keeper that we had in the second half. Is it Jones, did you say, with the second half one?
No, second arm was
Young.
Matt Young.
Yeah, so it's going to be him. It's going to be Garbutt and Edwards wing backs.
Okay.
I think it's going to be Tilt and Negru. I think we're going to see a partnership build between Tilt and Negru. Really like that, and I feel you'd have Ashley as playing a CDM with Woodburn centre mid. So you got your Wood. So it's going to be like a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Ashley, Woodburn, maybe Watson, depending on his injury. If not, I don't know. Maybe who knows? Maybe that lad today, because I thought he was really, really good.
Yeah.
So that's the midfield. We're gonna have Stockton as your striker, and I feel we're gonna have because then actually I'm gonna change that. So it's gonna be a CDM, CM, CAM, FIFA talk. It's in the game.
Like a line like that, like a free.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna call it the Salford Claw.
Right.
So you're gonna have as your thumb with the claw. It's gonna be Ashley. All right.
Yeah.
This little Talon that is a CM centre mid. That's gonna be Woodburn, and I feel like you're gonna have Kelly Amai as the top Talon, as the little shadow striker claw. Kelly Amai just behind Stockton. On the wings, I think we're gonna have Julia Amber on the right and McElhaney on the left.
Okay. What are you saying?
What would I do, or what
What do you think Carl would do?
I think Jones, but I'd like to see Young because his distribution is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Garbett, Till, Negru. Right back's where I'm struggling. Right back's really where I'm struggling because I'm trying to wrap my head around who. I don't think it'll be Wisdom.
I don't think we can get kept on personally, but I don't know.
It's fit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if you threw it there.
Yeah.
Right back's a problem for me. I'd go Ashley, Woodburn as 2, Kelly Amai in the 10, McElhaney, Stockton. I like the Unbeaten.
Yeah. Is that your squad? I'm gonna say Jones is gonna be the starting goalkeeper. I think Young will come in a little bit, but I think just for pure experience and the first game of the season being Port Vale, I think Jones will start. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Garbett on the left hand side. Yeah, I think it's got to be Tilt and Negru, Tilt captain. I think that's pretty nailed on for me. Right hand side, again, I don't know if Edwards is going to be fit.
No, I don't.
You know what? I'm going to be rebel. I'm going to say he's going to just be. I'm going to say if Edwards is fit, I'm going to say Edwards. But if Edwards is not fit, I'm going to say just for this game specifically, he might go with Dan Chester's back at right back because he did that.
Say that. I want that experiment to be over. We've seen how he can be as an attacker.
I don't like it. We just don't have anyone else. I think if Tom Edwards is fit, he's nailed on to be right back. I just don't know if he's fit. I don't know where he's at. Like I've seen him play once, and I mean he was good, but he didn't look match fit. So I'm gonna say Chester's right wing back. Him and Garbett will be up and down the wings. Then I'm gonna say Osama Ashler in the centre with Ben Woodburn. And then I think we're going to play a flat 2, by the way. I don't think we're going to play CDM. I think we're going to play a flat 2 in the middle just to pick it up against Port Vale as well, who like to go directly through the middle. I think we're going to stick them 2 there. Obviously, Osama Ashler, when we lose possession, will drop back a little bit. Right wing, I am going to go with Junior Luambo. Oh. Kelly Amai on the left.
On the left?
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to... I think this on the paper, this is how it's going to look.
Quite a lot last year, didn't he, when he made appearances?
Yeah, I think Kelly Amai on the left. Cole Stockton up front, but I think when the game actually starts, Cole will come out to the left and Amai will go through the centre like he has been doing. And then in a number 10 role, I'm going to say it's going to be Connor McElhaney. because he seems to like Conor McAlena, and he's been doing really well as well. So is that a team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think on paper it's gonna look like that, but when it comes to the actual game, MI will drop into the number 10. Cole will drop out left a little bit like he has been doing, and then Conor McAlena will have that sort of free swinging pendulum of wherever he wants to go in that middle, and then we'll beat Port Vale. Right, Sam. Predictions. Port Vale. What are you saying?
2-1 Salford.
Port Vale just come down from League One as well.
Yeah, I don't care. We beat Everton.
Saying.
Nah, I feel like we might go down 1-0 first half. Then we're gonna nick a goal back early second half, and then I reckon we're gonna get the winner again.
Okay. What are you saying, Port Vale?
I did want to say 3-1.
Yep.
I'm going to say 2-1.
Port Vale or Salford?
Well, obviously Salford. A goal.
Yeah.
80-minute plus to win it.
Nice. I am going to say, because I'm deluded, it's going to be 3-1 Salford, and it's going to be quite a calm game for us. I feel like they'll score a consolation goal. I think Salford will hit 3. I think Port Vale are going to have what a lot of teams suffer when they get relegated straight away. It's just the knock of confidence. They're going to have to rebuild themselves up. I do like Port Vale squad, though. I think they've got a tidy squad.
They do.
But Super Salford, isn't it? Super Salford on a Saturday night under the floodlights, beating Everton 2-1 at home, mate. What are you talking about?
Well, I just want to make a quick point as well. Obviously, with the match of Matt Smith and some of our hoofball tactics we saw last season, I feel like we've just from today's game, we've been way more inventive attacking. And I feel like we're going to see an evolution of that throughout the season.
Ball on the floor. Ball on the floor. That's all I want to say.
Ball on the floor like a silverback gorilla.
Why is a silverback gorilla?
Silverback gorilla just walking with balls in the air. He's dragging those bastards. Sorry, gorillas out there. Any foundations or any zoos that I just want to apologise. You might walk with your balls in the air. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to assume your truth.
Yeah,
Keep
Craig,
swinging.
that's a pretty good. Humbles is a good shout.
You know what? Humble's ball to Woodburn for Chester's goal is so underrated. What a pass!
Humbles is a very underrated player, I think, Salford.
He came on and I think he put a good shift in. We didn't mention him early on, so I feel like we should have.
Yeah, I think Humbles gets slept on quite a lot. He never seems to get mentioned after games, and he's very, for his age as well. Like the fact that he just came into the squad last year.
He won us that game at the end.
Yeah. But yeah, boys, right. It's been an hour, so has anyone else got anything they want to touch on while we're here?
Ben Woodburn.
Ben Woodburn. You've heard it here first. Ben Woodburn will be League 2 player.
He's...
I've made that.
No.
You're saying sign of the season, yeah?
100%.
Just because I know that the TikTok people love it when I try and claim a fact and they love to try and disprove me. I'm fairly sure on this one, Port Vale is one of the very few teams in the world that isn't actually named after a location.
Same with Borussia Dortmund.
Is that right?
Apparently, there's no place in Germany called Dortmund, is there?
I think there is.
I might have made that up completely.
Apparently, there's a place called Wigan, unfortunately. Yuck. No, I'm joking.
But yeah, Ben Woodburn, signing of the season for League 1 and League 2.
I take that back. There is a city called Dortmund in Germany. It's the first largest city as well.
Now, Port Vale, I think Port Vale is legit not a place.
Right, well, you're not a place.
Oh, I'm not. I'm the Almighty. No, well, I went to prayer hands and everything. I think, obviously, you're saying Woodburn signing the season. I feel like my big thing for the season, and it's not to counter against your point, I think we are about to witness a whole different Curtis Till this season.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm all for it because he's one of my favourite players. And I'd love to get him on the show one day. He can bring his brother. His brother likes signing stuff, so he can come along. I'm up for it.
Are we all nailed on Curtis Tilt for captain then, yeah?
Yeah. I'll captain my captain. You can lead my ship.
So,
I embarrassed. I did that before with Tilt. Because he spoke to Myles and said something about the podcast. And I went, oh, we'll have to pencil something in. Touchdown. What a gimp I am.
a little bit. Oh, boys, been beautiful. It's been what a day. I'm knackered. I wish we could stream for longer, but I am absolutely knackered. Salford are back in town, baby.
Yeah, it's remember, it is a dirty old town. This is what we're in for.
Where'd you get the merch from?
This Generation Red top. I believe someone called Lewis Briggs sorted me out. You can see got dirty old town there. We've got the logo and in the words of an older Slim Shady, the coup de grace is. Oh, this is an awkward angle. No wonder birds never send me ass pictures anymore. Right. That's so you can't get the angle. That's what I have to tell birds. You can't get the angle. It says my name and number 7 on the back.
It's also the map of Salford is the design.
When am I getting a Generation Red?
Wow, you came late to the party, mate.
Wow.
Sorry, pal. Take some minutes.
Says my name on it, Muppet. You can get Myles because Myles just makes it look like a dress.
But no, boys, thanks everyone that has locked in. Please make sure you do click subscribe, drop us a like on the video as well. We will be keeping these live streams up as we move through the season. We'll try and keep it to a weekday as well. It's a Saturday night. No one wants to be listening to us talk. But we beat Everton. We wanted to jump on and sing about it, didn't we? Because we don't get to do that often, do we, pal?
I kiss my girl.
A bit of a disgrace.
By the way, Salford versus Preston North End on Tuesday night. Go and get your tickets. I unfortunately won't be there because Myles has decided to selfishly have a football match on the same day. So yeah, unfortunately won't be there. Rochdale on Saturday as well. So hopefully we get to see you there, but we will see you 100% at the Port Vale game.
That's not a real place.
We'll keep up the podcast.
So all the fans from Port Vale, you're not even in a real place.
Let us know in the comments below as well what you want to talk, because we are going to film a proper podcast like we usually do. So let us know what you want us to talk about, any touching points. We will go over all the transfers that have come in and make a proper shot of it as well. So
also, if anyone disagrees with anything we've said, we'd love to hear counter arguments. Because obviously we are deluded and we're punch drunk and we're just buzzing over a good performance. But if there are descriptions or anything that we've got, wrong or you believe a different perspective of, do let us know so we can explore all angles, because this is a happy community where we cuddle. There is a membership fee or just cuddles and love. That's why I lost my old job. Hey, joking. I left.
Cheers, Craig. Merch is what we're talking about in a minute, but I don't know if we're big enough or what. You know what I mean? We're all new to this, aren't we? We don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, appreciate everyone locking in. Have a good weekend. Guess what? Salford City are still unbeaten in pre-season. Thank you.
Oh, coffee. Yeah.
You've ruined. Wow. What? I'll just wait. Have you seen the Joker, the film?
Yeah.
Like when he's in, the guy doing the presentation just stands up and shoots him. That's what Samir just did at that moment. I'm the TV presenter there, delivering the end of the show, and Samir just stood up, raised his arm, and shot me straight in the head.
I can't help it. I had a big collection of phlegm at the back of my throat gullets. Angry.
On that note, Salford's been amazing. Have a great weekend. I'm turning Samir off.
He's gonna kick me.
Yep. Right. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. Generation Red, Salford City Football Club. We love you, don't we? So,
What ping's my head?
what? You just shot me again. I'm off. I'm getting.